Hello, everyone. I am the Enchanting Cheshire, and this file/recording was recorded with the full consent of the subject who is right here. This file contains a trigger for those who wish to help themselves calm down in a pinch through saying a secret phrase out loud that can allow their nerves to slowly melt away. Without further ado, we shall do a confusion counting induction. Numbers are but numbers, they don't mean a thing, for numbers won't mean anything when we don't allow them to mean a thing, for numbers are nothing more than a thing we can think of. Imagination can be so limited when we don't allow ourselves to go on. Imagination is strong, and that's why numbers exist. We allow ourselves to make numbers exist. We allow ourselves to create this timeless construct, the idea of time and its never-ending understanding, these feeling of numbers that we're able to accomplish. Numbers can't mean anything unless we give them their meaning. Time is but an illusion, numbers we created that do nothing more but measure the time that goes on. Time that goes on can mean nothing in our minds when we don't allow them to mean a thing. To continue on and go forward, we can simply relax, letting these numbers know they're just here to set us on track. Numbers that do nothing but simply set us down the flow to allow our minds and bodies to go down and down, deeper in time. Time is an illusion, and our minds will be as well. For numbers can mean everything and nothing at the same time. Thinking of nothing is exactly where we want to be. Rhyming doesn't mean a thing if I don't understand how to speak. I am not here, and you will soon no longer be aware. 1, 4, 5, 9. 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 6, 7, 9, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and good. For 15 is a number that doesn't do a lot on its own. It's nothing more than a number that can allow us to fall. It's nothing more than simply allowing ourselves to relax. Numbers can do nothing unless we are on the right track. And that's why when we simply just let our minds go by, doing nothing but simply thinking of how we may or may not die, numbers will do nothing as time continues on. We simply need to relax and these numbers will move on, allowing but nothing to continue with one. Strife that does not exist is nothing but none. Thinking of how just nothing at all, we simply relax, take in it all. The relaxing feeling that does nothing at all, the numbers 1, 2, 3, and all. 1, 2, 3, and all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and all. For numbers don't do anything except when we let them. Let these numbers relax your mind. 1 through 5 through 9 through 10. What numbers did I skip? It doesn't matter in time. 3, 5, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good, good, good. For following along isn't needed when we simply let our minds continue down this track of time, this time that continues the seconds that go by, just feeling our minds slowly soft away. Soft and fuzzy our minds may become, but hazy and foggy is the descriptors that come. The feelings of nothing that continue with time. Time is but illusion, and we will be as well. Illusions are something that we think of but are not there, and that's why you will no longer be aware. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Again. 5, 9, 4, 2, 1. Good. Again. 10, 9, 12, 11, 13, 14, 15. And good. For numbers don't mean anything except when they do, these numbers will do nothing but send you down the rue. Send you down ever deeper the numbers send us, simply relaxing ourselves in the wind. 10, 9, 1, 3, 2, 4, 5, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Numbers that are skipped don't mean anything. Continue. How far has it been? How many numbers have I skipped? How far do we need to go before our minds slip in? This feeling of fog that can simply wash over, relaxing ourselves ever deeper with numbers. 10, 9, 1, 2, 5, 6, 4, 7, 3, 8, 2, 1. Now relax down again. Down ever farther, our minds can do nothing but simply relax, just forget everything. Nothing will continue as we simply move on, this river that never stops but flows on in our minds. A river that doesn't continue but simply allows us to relax evermore as we don't remember what happened. Are we outside, inside? It doesn't matter anymore, for the sounds around us don't exist except for mine. Sounds are but nothing, illusions of the mind, illusions that are nothing, illusions that are you. You are nothing but an illusion, and again we sink deeper with the numbers we count past 10, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. Good and good. It's this feeling of relaxation, this weird little haze that washes over the farther we go through in this maze. A maze of words that directs you left or right. It doesn't matter how far we go, the crops may be covered in blight. This feeling that may never continue once again, but easy to replicate once we allow ourselves to sink. First, nothing may continue as we simply remember the feeling of numbers back, in the back, in the back, in the back, in the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. But yet again, we don't fall edged on our seats, waiting for ourselves to sink with it all. For nothing can continue unless we sink once more. Just fall once. I give you the word. 1, 2, 3, evermore. 4, 5, 6. Good. 7, 8, 9. Don't look around, in front or behind, for eyes can't see when our minds aren't there. 10, 11, and 12, and just like that, we let our mind delve deeper and deeper down once again. 13, 14, and 15. Good, good, good. For being lost in the stars is easy to feel, our minds in a haze, a lantern, nowhere in sight. When haziness is around us, my voice just guides. Just simply follow the sound as we continue. For I am a guide down this feeling of relaxing, this feeling of wishing and need, a feeling of needing to sink down again, for this feeling of relaxation, this calming serenity is all we need again. Down ever farther in the mist we see but nothing except this white, deep fog. Doing nothing, we simply remember my voice and how it's easy to think of nothing at all. For now, I want you to try and feel this feeling as if a wave is coming over you. A wave of mist. It's cold and moist, but it feels strangely refreshing. It starts from the head and it goes down, down to the neck, the torso, the legs. It washes over very quickly and swift, doing nothing but simply refreshing the mind, letting the body feel the cold, moist. Nothing that's not easy for a fog to replicate. Now, once again, the fog will wash over, but bringing it will be this sense of relaxation. Nothing more than this feeling like your nerves are calming down, like you're able to think again. On three, two, one. Not losing sight of our trance, this calming wave pushes all of our negative emotion out. This wave that feels so refreshing, as if we needed it from the start. It washes out what we needed or what we didn't. All this wave does is calm the nerve. When we're panicking, this would remove the panic and allow us to think. Once again, we let the wave wash over. Good, good. It helps us calm down and relax us inside. And that, what the feeling of our serenity shall be. But much like magic, it needs an incantation. For this wave is nothing more than a spell I give to you. Simply saying out loud, I require serenity. You'll feel the same wave simply wash through you like a fog that's cleansing this panic and stress, calming the nerves to allow you to think once again. One more time, I require serenity. Good, good, good. Now that I've taught you the spell you came here for, it's time to lift this fog. Slowly I'll lift the fog around you, and then I'll give you the lantern to let you find your way out. Counting backwards is a strong ability, one that can do anything when we set our minds to it. The idea that numbers can mean anything when we allow them to. Which is why I will count backwards from 15. And I'll allow the fog to raise, letting every number thin the air around you. 15. Good. For it's hard to notice what's around you when it's all but white. 14. This fog does nothing to alleviate this fuzzy feeling. 13. But it allows us to slowly come back ever more. 12. Slowly our minds just come back. Eventually, 11, but not until this fog has been dispersed. 10. For nothing can happen unless we allow it to happen. 9, and that's why we slowly let the fog thin out. 8. Eventually, we'll get to a point where the fog is no more. 7, and I let my lantern shine through. 6. Down at the end, far, far away. 5. A light begins to shine. 4. Getting closer and closer, we walk towards this light. 3. And slowly, the closer we get. 2. The more awake we feel. 1. Until we realize there was no fog at all. 0. And just like that, it's time to open our eyes and wake up once more. Listening to hypnosis files is amazing, but being able to participate in someone else's trance that works, I believe, can truly elevate the feeling of dropping. This has been Serenity with the Enchanting Cheshire, and I hope you all have a pleasant day.